Hi there, I'm Alex Flood, and you're watching Enemy with Matthew Macfadyen, or as you know him, Tom from Succession. How are you, Matthew?
Hi.
Because Tom's costume is quite simple, it's relatively easy for you to become him. Suit, short back and sides, shiny shoes, charisma, of course.
Braces sometimes, or suspenders as they're called in America. Yeah.
But you must get recognised so easily.
A bit more now that the second season is out and third one is ramping up. Yeah. But it's always the way. If you've got a telly coming out or you're in a TV, then it's sort of the recognising factor goes up a little bit and then it sort of dribbles away again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do people most commonly say to you when they recognise you? How's Greg?
Yeah. Sometimes people think they go, hey, like, oh, I was at school, we were at school together, oh, I know, or you're a friend, and then you think, oh, no, I know, yeah, and then it's a sort of realisation, and then we've passed, so it's...
At school with Tom, God, I can't imagine anything worse.
It's just a sort of, no, exactly. No, it's always very nice, it's always good, yeah.
At the start of season 3, Tom's not in a good place.
No.
He's implicated in the whole scandal, he's going to prison.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about his journey in the new episodes.
Well, season 3 picks off moments after season 2 ends, where he's sort of reeling. Tom is reeling from a sort of pretty frank conversation he's had with Shiv on the beach about their marriage and about how happy he is, and
that broke my heart. That did that bit.
It was a brilliant scene,
yeah.
and then he sort of goes and eats his father-in-law's lunch, and sort of, I don't think he planned to eat the chicken power play, as we call it. And then Kendall throws a huge spanner into the works and betrays his dad live to the world's media, and so they're sort of reeling from that, and they're in crisis mode, and Shiv and Tom haven't discussed the state of their marriage or what they're going to do, and there's, so it's, he's sort of on shifting ground.
He definitely seems the most down in this season compared to
and the threat of possible jail time is quite real and quite sobering. And
your face
sort of
in this
haunts
season
him.
is so sad. It's like every time I was like, oh, I just want to give him a hug.
Okay, yeah. And then you go, oh, come in, yeah.
He's quite a complex character too.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's quite stupid. Sometimes he's quite cruel, especially to Greg sometimes.
Yes.
And then he can be really heartfelt and tender. Yeah. Which is the true nature of Tom Momsgans?
I don't think there is one. I think he's all those things, like we all are. And I think, but there's something about Tom which is particularly sort of jumpy. He'll, and shape-shifting. He'll sort of change with everyone he's with. And again, I think that's something we all do. I think it's a sort of vanity to think that we're just authentically us. And, to varying degrees, we all sort of modify our behaviour depending on who we're with and what we want from them. But with Tom, it's quite, the swings are quite sort of vivid.
Because in the last season, we met his parents, and he seems like he's had a lovely upbringing. They're really nice.
And he and Greg, I think that's a big difference between, they've had quite a loving upbringing, I'd say, as opposed to the Roys. So that's interesting, and Tom's mum and dad are lovely. But,
So why is he so conflicted?
I don't know. Maybe he was sort of, maybe, I don't know. I think he's trying, I don't know is the answer, yeah.
We'll find out, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly.
His marriage is obviously very weird.
Very weird.
Do he and Shiv love each other, do you think?
I don't know, I think they do, or they think they do. And I think Tom does,
or at least he believes he does.
It's sort of layers on layers on layers of, And I think certainly Tom is a safe pair of hands for Shiv.
Maybe this is a better question. Who does Tom trust more, Shiv or Greg?
That's a really good question.
I think I know who I
I think I know too. But I'm wary of saying it because I can't be definitive about anything. But I think there's the awful thing of realising you can't trust your wife, But then this is the wife that suggests an open marriage on the night of their wedding. So it's, it doesn't start.
Can you imagine that? You just be like, well, I'm just going to go rejoin the free bar downstairs then.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
If we're being completely honest, none of the characters in Succession are what you'd call a good person. But who is the most truly evil, do you think?
I don't think any of them are truly evil. I think they all sort of think they're doing their best. And,
Okay, who's the nastiest then?
I don't know. I think there's something about Logan Roy which is very cold, very ruthless. Just business.
I just asked Alan Ruck the same question, and who do you think he said was the most evil?
Go on, who?
It was Tom.
No,
he did, yeah. I was surprised.
I'll have a word with him about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, his reasoning was just more like that Tom is the one that's come from kind of the nicest upbringing.
That he's being sort of corrupted by it, or he's learning to play the game.
On set, what is everyone like? Does anyone go method?
Everyone has a slightly different process, but pretty much not really. I mean, it feels like a sort of a company. It doesn't always when you're shooting, because it's all sort of a little bit fractured, and you have sort of little, not COVID bubbles, but you have little bubbles of characters that I won't see very much of Jeremy always in this season, and but when we do the big set piece scenes, like the Thanksgiving dinner and all that stuff, it's just fantastic.
That must be so
feels like doing a play, and we shoot in great big chunks, so we shoot 10, 11, 12 pages. So it's really thrilling, like the bore on the floor scene that was sort of done in great long takes. So it's wonderful. It makes you pay attention to what's going on, and it's great.
That scene in particular must have felt quite sinister because everyone's in character. It's almost like you're in the family yourself.
Yeah, it's not a great leap of the imagination to think, I'm in some sort of weird, awful initiation ceremony. It's great.
Or to be scared of Brian Cox.
Be really, yeah, scrabbling around and shot through with sort of awful, ridiculous, hysterics, scrabbling around for a sausage on the floor with Nick Braun and David Rashi.
What a great image to finish on.
Yeah.
It's been lovely to chat to you, Matthew.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks so much. Okay.